Right, welcome back to the Nikki Clarke Show. All right, we're here live in the Go Live TV studios and just excited to be back and making some great connections, some powerful people with amazing stories of transformation and upliftment. And I'm so honored to be here with another incredible woman. She is an author and she's also a PhD in clinical hypnotherapy. Please welcome Dr. Yvonne to the show.
Thank you, Nikki.
You're welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome.
Thank you for having me.
You look fantastic, by the way. You look very well rested.
I am, actually. I feel really good.
Yeah, so I'm looking at this book, and congratulations on this.
Thank you.
It's a bestseller.
It's a bestseller in 11 languages now.
Every word has power.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Fantastic. So before we get to all that wonderful stuff, let's learn a little bit about you.
Yeah,
Tell us about
absolutely.
your background leading up to what you're doing today.
Well, as you can hear, I am from England. I still have my accent after 30 years. It's amazing. And my childhood was not the best. My father was sexually, physically, emotionally abusive. And I had a really rough teens. My sister died when I was 13, and my father said he wished I died instead of her. And, of course, I thought when I got to Canada that it was everybody else who had the issues, but it was me. So I just started working on myself. And I used to be a teacher. I became a teacher in South Africa and in Italy. And came out to Canada when I was 36 and found that I was absolutely amazed by how nice everybody was. So I was like, wow, these people treat each other beautifully. And came out here and started studying hypnosis, NLP, and it just gradually became a fantastic business. I love it. My specialty, funnily enough, is helping people with PTSD, suicidal thoughts, depression. I actually invented a 4-hour breakthrough blueprint session. So it takes me 4 hours, and I just clear everything.
4 hours to
4
clear
hours.
all. You're talking about trauma.
Yep.
Okay. So how would you go about that if someone were to come to you with?
What happened was, doing my PhD in clinical hypnosis and NLP, I loved it. It was 7 years. It was a long journey. And I got a #1 Amazon bestseller as well. And I suddenly realized, if it takes someone 3 hours to do something, can I do it in 3 minutes, please? And I realized I could. So all the NLP techniques I adapted and made faster and faster, and I actually became #4 NLP Global Guru in the world.
Fantastic.
So it's really good, yeah. And I asked people to bring me 3 pages of everything that they want to clear in their life. What happened was I realized very quickly there's only 2 things that hold you back: negative emotions and limiting beliefs. The negative emotions I can clear really quickly. That's simple. It's just that's the emotional charge that's left behind after an event. The limiting beliefs take a little longer, that you have to unwind those before you clear the emotions. And I put it together as a 4-hour session, and I suddenly realized I don't want to hear people's stories during the session. Give me the story ahead of time. So it's like 3 hours, where they have to give me 3 or 4 pages. Right. And then I look at them beforehand. By the time they sit down, I know where we're going, and I do Zoom sessions. I go all over the world.
That's amazing. Can you talk about one particular client? I mean, not naming names, but how you cleared away all their trauma in minutes?
Well, basically, it's a matter of actually getting all their beliefs from the information they give me. And I can't get personal, obviously. But I worked right the way around Australia, funnily enough, at the beginning of COVID. And the first girl came to me. And she had a lot of trauma with phobias, etc. And we did the whole 4-hour session. She'd been going to the Amen clinic in Australia, and they'd been lowering the phobia level, the fear level, etc. And she said she'd been going for about a year. She was kind of agoraphobic as well. And then we did the session, and I said, do me a favor. I said, go back to the Amen clinic on Monday and get another test. And they did the test, and the man called me from Australia and said, whatever you're doing, I want to come and learn it, because I've never seen anything like it. The whole brain scan was completely clear of electrical energy, and she was fantastic.
It's incredible.
Yeah,
that is
really
incredible.
good.
I'm looking at this book, and I have the strong belief that there is power in the tongue.
Yes.
The tongue can murder, or it can bring life.
Exactly.
So the book, Every Word Has Power. Let's talk about, how you were inspired to write the book and what the reader can expect when they
Okay, it's
go through
a
the
great
pages?
little book. There's lots of little mind magic tricks in it. I call them mind magic, 1 to 6. And what happens is when you have a low energy, emotional low energy word, you're actually using your amygdala. So all those, fight or flight mechanisms come in, the anger and the fear. And your words actually reflect those. So it's been proven that if you use low energy words like bad, hard, difficult, what will happen is you lower your immune system as well, and you're living in this part of the amygdala. What my word does, if you use high energy words, so instead of saying bad, you can say not good. Because the unconscious mind only hears the keyword, it hears nothing else but the keyword. It doesn't hear the negative either. So if I say don't think of a pink elephant, you have to think of a pink elephant because it's the keyword. What happens then is if you actually use only high energy words, you're using a different part of your brain, using the prefrontal cortex, which has direct connection with the nucleus accumbens, which is the reward center. So I call it the happy brain.
I like that.
Yeah.
Happy brain, happy life.
Yeah. So it's getting people used to the idea of living in that part of the brain instead of living in the amygdala, the fear and anger response.
Excellent. I have a better understanding now. And so we have, I guess it's the full kit here, right? So every word has power. Okay. And what is what's involved in the kit?
It's 3 21-day plans. It's on Amazon. And what happened is I got commissioned to write it because the lady who owned New York Book Club actually called my publisher and she said, this little book I've had by my bedside, it's the best thing I ever read. She said, I want to commission her to make a kit. So we did 3 21-day plans, health and wellness, relationships and prosperity. And there's 2 nice CDs in there, lots of tracks, and some 32 cards that you can take daily. And, it's an uplifting card.
Like empowerment.
Empowering cards, yeah.
Yeah. Excellent. Yeah. Excellent. Well, is this mine?
Yeah, sure, you can have that.
Okay,
yeah,
great.
Absolutely.
And Dr.
It works apparently too. I've had people telling me it works.
Okay, I'm going to definitely try it out, and I'll give you my testimonial. What I wanted to ask you though, for a habit to break, for you to change a behavior, how long does it take? Is it 21 days?
Officially 21 days, but you can change a habit in a minute.
Okay.
Literally.
How do you do that?
Literally by reframing or doing the work I do with the NLP. We basically change the neural pathway where the energy is going and redirect it to a different part of the brain.
All right.
Very simple. It really works very, very well. It's amazing.
Okay. Well, that's some great advice.
Yeah.
And, there's some habits that I'd like to change in a minute.
I do a lot of proof. When people come to me, I'll just say, here's a bit of proof.
Okay.
Right. So you want me to do it now? I can do it this second. Okay.
Okay.
So
it's not going to hurt. Okay.
Think of a time you're frustrated. That's an easy one because everybody gets frustrated every day.
I'm frustrated.
Okay, got that? Go ahead, close your eyes. And where is that frustration in your physical body? Because we store our emotions in our body.
My neck.
Your neck, cool. What shape and color would it be, Nikki, if it had a shape and a color?
It'd be purple.
Purple, what shape?
Diamond.
A diamond, good. So I want you to spin it clockwise or counterclockwise. What way would you like to go?
Counterclockwise.
Counterclockwise, good. Pop it out of your neck and tip it upside down. So now it's going clockwise. And then make it a different shape and color. What shape and color would it like to be?
Hot pink.
A hot pink and what shape?
Heart.
A heart, perfect. Put that beautiful hot pink heart going clockwise back in your neck. Lock it in by clicking your fingers. If you can click your fingers, yeah. And now try and get frustrated.
What frustration?
It won't be there. It's completely neutral.
It's okay. Gotcha.
Interesting,
right.
huh?
It is interesting.
Yeah, you can try all you like. You won't get there.
Well, I am so pleased that you're here, and thank you so much for these gifts.
Thank you. You're
Dr.
welcome.
Yvonne, where can we see you on social media?
You can see me on social media. You can go to my website, actually. That's the easiest place, globalwelcome.com, Global welcome.com. And my phone number's on there. Usually I answer the phone. I'm very unusual in that if you phone me, it's probably quicker to get through to me than texting or emailing or anything.
I like that.
Yeah.
Dr. Yvonne, I appreciate your time. Dr. Yvonne, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, Nikki. It was great being here. Thank you so much for having me on.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll be back.